to enter. But first, let's get the mindset centered. Hey, let's go. We're not here to gamble, we're here to trade. We follow the plan, that's how we get paid. Test and trade and have success. Find what works for you and forget the rest. Stats and probabilities is what we're about. Time to dismiss greed and doubt. Focus on the process, not the money. And the profits will flow like honey. Power Hour Live, let's start the show. Come on, trade hackers, get ready to go. 0-day options, time to make bank. Get locked and loaded, then be ready to plank. Hey!
Hey everyone, welcome to Power Hour Live. Today is Monday, March 30th. Hope everybody is having good on this never-ending drift lower. S&P is currently down 44 points, NASDAQ down 273, Russell down 42, and the Dow is down 64. Dow is barely red, Russell down 1.7%. Gold and silver are just slightly higher, less than 0.25%. Notes and bonds are green, 10-year yield down almost 2%, oil up 4.5%, natural gas down 4.5%, soybeans flat, wheat a little bit green, and corn finished down about 1.5%. Euro and the pound both down about 0.5%, and Bitcoin up 0.5%. VIX only up 0.5%, over 31 after the gap to lower this morning or overnight. As far as my trades today, my BICs were looking good until just a little bit ago. I've got some double stops that came in with this continued push lower. 1, 2, 3 double stops so far. So we'll see where those shake out. I did 3 Elmos today. All 3 hit profit targets, so that was good for a little over 1,000. My day trades had a bigger loser in AMD this morning, but then I had 2 winners, but still down about 1,000 on the day on my directional day trades. And I've got a couple of double calendars, DC time machines working. I was getting somewhat close to transforming them, probably maybe 40 or 50 cents, so not too close. But one of them is still green. My number 97, the 1114 is green. The number 96, the 1011 DTE is basically right at break even. So we're going to need a little bounce into the close for me to be able to close that one for a profit. I did do a discretionary 1 DTE. I took one of the 2 contracts off for about 20%, and the other one is in the red now, so it looks like the trade overall will be close to a scratch. If I were to close it right now, I will just hold till the end of the day. And I think that is it for my trades today. I just closed out a bunch of my BIC longs, actually all of my BIC longs, right before I came on here. So I made a little bit of money on those. Let's see. So I'm down about 2K on BICs after selling longs at the moment with the 3 double stops. VIX above 31. We did have Jay Powell on the mic this morning, about an hour after the market opened. Not sure what he said. Tomorrow we've got JOLTS 30 minutes after the market opens. Wednesday we've got retail sales and ADP non-farm employment change, along with ISM manufacturing and PMI and prices. Thursday unemployment claims pre-market, and then Friday average hourly earnings, non-farm employment change, and unemployment rate. Yeah, one of my Elmos I actually entered while she was talking. Still continued to chop long enough for a profit before that drop happened. Expected move to the downside I had marked at about 63.48-ish. Now about 27 points below that. Biggest movers on my individual stock watch list. Palo Alto Networks is up 4%. CRM's up 2.4%. PayPal up 2%. Meta's up almost 2%. Amazon's green. Biggest red, ALAB. Yeah, Nebius is down 10.5%. OKLO is down 10%. MU is down 10%. Ooh, didn't notice that. Oh, yeah, MU's just been all downhill today. My 1114 is right under the put strike now. It's still up about $700 or so, it looks like. Then my other one, yeah, it looks like scratch or maybe tiny red. But I'll hold till the end of the day here. Yeah, AMD, all the chips just bleeding. SMH is down 3.5%. Intel's down 5.5%. SNDK's down 8.5%. I mentioned MU down 10%. AVGO down 3%. AMD down 4%. Let's see, I haven't even looked. Do we have any decent earnings this week? Looks like Nike tomorrow after the bell. Tilray Wednesday after the bell. Not a whole lot. Bitcoin going through lows. We had the press secretary on the mic for a little bit, just kind of chopped sideways for a while and then started another leg lower. I was looking at my wheel portfolio earlier, but maybe I need to take another look. Hood's down 3%. Yeah, it looks like I could roll my hood calls down. I'm already in the May with 46 days, so I would just roll those from 85 down to 75. Go ahead and do that right now. Yes, thank you, Aaron. That's typically how that works. But the good news is I still have stock too. That's part of the whale strategy. Bitcoin is up 0.5%. Need to roll my Bitcoin. Yeah, my Bitcoin calls are ready as well. Also in the May cycle, so I'm just going to stay in the same cycle, roll those down. Roll those from 44 to 41. S&P, NASDAQ all making new lows. Netflix is down 1%, but my puts are still profitable. Needed a little bounce before I do anything with those. Rivian is down 3.5%. Those calls are close to being rolled. I'll wait for tomorrow on those. SLV and UNG, I still just own the stock, so I'm not doing anything on those until I see it. Unless I see a decent little bounce. VIX up to 31.5. Yes, if I have short calls and the stock goes up, that works against it. If I have short calls and the stock goes down, that works in your favor. But it's just one component of the trade. Krish, where's Krish? Krish, do you need a bounce today? Oh, Krish isn't on here. Krish gave up on the bounce, I guess. Just a never-ending drift lower, my friends. Is tomorrow Taco Tuesday? Maybe tomorrow's Taco Tuesday. Turnaround Tuesday? I might have to have tacos for lunch just to make sure. Just to give it a little extra oomph. Well, I need a couple 100-point bounce here in the next couple days. So that would be nice. Need a couple 100-point bounce in SPX to hit some time machine maxes. I've got a couple that expire Wednesday, a couple that expire Thursday. Market is closed on Friday. So a Taco Tuesday would do it, I think. Depends on how big the taco is. I have some tacos and enchiladas. Let's just throw it all out there. Saw some of you guys got some DC time machines transformed today. That's nice. I mentioned I was modeling a 3.7. Really on this bounce right here when we got a nice little vol contraction and I was trying to get filled. I chased it a little bit, then I just let it sit, and then the price just kind of ran away from me, so I never got filled, but definitely would have transformed. And then some of you guys also took some other ones that have already transformed. My 1114 still possible. It could transform by the end of the day. But most likely I'll just close it for a profit. Close the DC for a profit. Yeah, the 1011 was holding up really well all day, but you know, when you have a range, let's see, the high of SPX today was 64.27. I put that one on pretty close to the open. So let's say SPX was probably around 64, a little over 6,400. Now it's at 63.18, well beyond its expected move. So it's like, you know, the way I look at it is, hey, we've had some crazy moves well outside the expected move, and to still be able to take minimal losses. Friday was the biggest loss I took on one. I lost, I think I lost $3,100, but that was also a crazy big move too. So you got to expect to take a loss on that kind of a move. And it was only on a percentage basis, I think it was an 11% loss maybe. Elliot, did you get out of your one that you held over the weekend? Did you get out of that for a profit? Is that the one you just mentioned? Yeah, we had that nice little gap up. Nice little gap up. We had cryptos looking strong. We had some of the chip stocks looking strong early, and then it just all fell apart. All fell apart. Got a little bounce coming in. S&P just bounced off of the overnight lows. We gapped down last night. Came down for about an hour. S&P SPY just hit that, and that's where we're bouncing. I think Watson calls that the double bottom. Little VIX contraction back under 31. Got about 12 minutes till MOC. Haven't looked at the Mahomes fly. I assume it's pretty cheap still. With this vol expansion happening. $63.30 butterfly. We're in between strikes, but it looks like it's trading for a little less than $1. NASDAQ is well below its overnight lows. Russell also below its. Bitcoin well above its overnight lows. Oh, what'd you guys do this weekend? I was traveling. I was a traveling man down to Arkansas for some high school baseball. So. We went 2-2. My son gave up a grand slam home run when he was pitching. It was awesome. Poor kid. I did not get it on tape now. He was pitching so good too. Like, he came in middle of the inning, like third inning. There's one out. He got two batters out really quick. Came back in the next inning, two batters out really quick. Then the next hitter hit a routine ground ball to our shortstop, who's a Division I commit. He's a stud. And he fumbled the ball, error, on our shortstop. And then the next guy got a hit. Then he hit the next batter. So now all of a sudden he went from doing awesome to now the bases are loaded, and then the next guy hits a grand slam. It went from like really good to really bad, really fast. It was unfortunate, but that's baseball. Cherry Blossom Festival and Kite Day in DC. Interesting. 20th anniversary. Congrats. That's awesome. Articulate. So you guys live in DC, or that's just where you were at that time? Okay. Very cool. All right, we're getting a little bounce here. Little bit of a bouncy bounce. Got about 7.5 minutes till MOC. The old 1114 is getting closer to transforming. Actually, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to move that order down. I need I need 2305 to transform. I need 2305 to remove risk. I've got my order at 2330. So I'm going to bring that down to 2310. See if I can't get that locked in before the close. See if we can get a little more bounce here. VIX is falling. Back down to 30.78. Turn on my volume for MOC here in about 4.5 minutes. Looks like that 10-11 still basically at break even. Most likely we'll take that off for a scratch or a small win or small loss. Yeah, Jonathan W. I did buy some Bitcoin. I think it was a couple weeks ago. I bought some Bitcoin on this day right here. That would have been February 25th. And then what else did I buy? Let me look at my other account here. Oh, I bought some Berkshire B shares. And get a little continuation on this bounce here. I just did IBIT, the ETF. I was thinking there's one other thing I bought. I guess it was just those two. What do you mean by leverage stuff? You don't want to hold leveraged ETFs over the long term. They have that natural. Yeah, you don't want to hold those long term. You have that natural contango.
1 minute remaining for the market on close imbalance.
Because they roll, because those are backed by futures, so you get a natural downward drag, and then they'll reprice those. All right, got about 35 seconds till MOC.
Ten seconds. Market on close imbalance. S&P 500 sell side 193 million, Nasdaq 100 sell side 308 million, Dow 30 buy side 155 million, Mag 7 sell side 42 million.
Sell side 193 million.
Voice news disconnected.
SPX still bouncing. 40 butterflies, still trading for right around $1, maybe. Maybe a little more. Why is my DC time machine not transforming? This little bounce is sucking the premium out. Still getting close. VIX down to 30.37. Yeah, you should be sorry, Krish. Did you just ask for a bounce? Is that what just happened? We got it. You got it, Krish. No. Nope, I don't use any filters. $40 fly is up to $1.40, $1.50 maybe. Maybe not. Maybe, oh, yeah, it's all over the place. Somewhere around there. $1.40, $1.50. Tomorrow is the last trading day of the month. This little move at the end of the day reminded me. Oh, there's my one DTE just closed. And my DC time machine just transformed. Beautiful. Number 97. Number 97 locked and loaded. Giving me a max profit of 65.65. All right. Let's see if we can get filled on a Mahomes here. Trying to get filled on a 50 fly. Got 3 minutes. Should be getting filled. There it is. Filled on the Mahomey. Need a move away from 50. Back down to 44. VIX creeping back down towards 30. Well, are you in the Mahomes? Or is too much charm today? Where's my charm stats lately? Did you give up on charm? SPX down to 42. Stay below 45 for max profit. Down to 40. Less than a minute. $30 seconds. Just don't do the double jinx. Whatever you do, Moel. Whatever you do. Oh, there we go. Moel screwed us all. It's back up to 43. 44. Stay down, boy. 45. Moel, you're not allowed to talk in critical moments.
Order cancelled.
Okay, you're off the hook.
Order cancelled.
63.43.84.
Order cancelled.
63.43.84. Nice max winner for Mahomes. Bix will be losers, but gained a decent amount back, even for having 3 double stops. 1 DTE winner, 3 Elmo winners, day trade in the red, locked the DC time machine. Not a bad Monday. Not a bad Monday considering this continued move lower. All right, all. That's a wrap for today. Everybody have a fantastic evening. We'll be back tomorrow, live streaming in the morning for day trading, back for Power Hour again. Have a good night. Talk to you soon.